if you can get $100,000 officially and round trip it, you make a profit of 30 million naira. If you get $1 million today in the official market and sell, you can make a profit of 300 million naira. There is no country where you create this kind of opportunity for rent seeking and you expect people not to take advantage of the rent?
Hello, my great and wonderful people. How una dey? I hope all of una dey well. I beg today video is very sensitive. Yes, I beg you, help us to like and share this video. Honestly, because we won't go in details to review some certain things. Although maybe in the process of this very broadcast, we'll review to una even some old videos to recollect our memories. I beg, help us like this video, because the more this video get likes, the more YouTube will help us still recommend this video to each and every one of us all over the world. As you can see, our voice say it's not too clear, but we still need to do this thing, because honestly, we know say this very time it is very, very important for us to receive very important messages like this. All right, now we get to one video when it basically they receive from the former Central Bank of Nigeria, when it basically name now Sanusi Sanusi, and also former Emir of Kano. This might come outside to review some certain details, the reason why it basically with the CC dollar they go high for inside this country today. And it also equally come outside to review the opportunity when it be said the federal government of Nigeria, they give all this malam, these abokis for streets, when it be say they make them they enrich themselves, and the federal government of Nigeria itself, they go poorer and poorer. We'll see they connect this video to Aliko Dangote, when it be say na he be the richest man in Africa, not be even only Nigeria. Same opportunity when it be say this man want talk about so Lamido Sanusi, na still the same opportunity na in the federal government of Nigeria give Aliko Dangote when it be say it be the richest man in Africa. I beg, sorry say we dey talk much. We just want to give you a little light about waiting with the go into properly. All right, watch this one of Lamido Sanusi. We'll come back for the conclusion.
Today, the gap between the official rate and the parallel market rate is 300 naira. You know, what this means is if you can get $100,000 officially and round trip it, you make a profit of 30 million naira. If you get $1 million today in the official market and sell, you can make a profit of 300 million naira. There is no country where you create this kind of opportunity for rent seeking and you expect people not to take advantage of the rent. I know something, I can sell something for 700 and I can get it for 400, and I should not arbitrage. So when I say that our problems are of our own making, they're of our own making. There's no way you can be selling your foreign exchange at below market and not expect arbitrage and not expect corruption. And that's why a small number of people can become multi-billionaires for doing nothing but arbitraging foreign exchange. It's the same thing that happened in the oil sector with the subsidies. That is happening in the foreign exchange market. The next element is, what is the source of this lack of revenue? One source is what I call the subsidy free-for-all. You know, I can say this because I've been saying this since 2011, 2012, since I was governor of Central Bank. And I'll continue saying it. And to my friend Ashiwaju, if you win, and if you continue with this, I will continue saying it. So you have to be ready to deal with me. Because, okay, so, no, I think you should know, because if you continue, we will be fighting. You and I will be fighting. But
All right, my great and wonderful people. I hope say una don't see that bitter truth. We not really get much time to talk more concerning this video. We want just draw out 2 or 3 points. 1, the reason why it be say this man freely dey speak, remember, now because of say it be northerners. And now the reason why it be say nobody they go after his own life. We want just quickly draw out that point. Secondly, una see the reason why it be say they no want. Even today, if you reach Nigeria markets, dollar now don't high pass euro because of this same business. And no, you ask yourself question, which hand this dollar exchange day na Fulani people? Now the reason why they say they no bother because if they make them richer, na Nigerians na in they feel the hits. I believe una don't see am. Ask yourself, why it be say the opportunity when it be say they give Dangote, Aliko Dangote, when he make him the richest man in Africa today? Why it be say that man get that opportunity? Now Fulani man, no problem. All right, I will also take you back to old video. I want you to sit down and listen to this video. Although now old one, a lot of us don't forget this video. Waiting. One man come outside to review still concerning the few people when they say they hijack the economic of Nigeria today. One, first of all, apologize for the music when they say it did for the background. This video come like this. I beg, bear with us.
The tragedy of Nigeria began in 1986 when we did the structural adjustment program. When we were persuaded to devalue our currency every week for 32 years. When I went to school, and many of you are here, the Naira was $1.50. The Naira was almost £1 sterling. They came here, persuaded some brilliant men from Harvard and the World Bank that weekly devaluation was wonderful. 32 years of devaluing your currency until we hit 527. And they were still telling us that the Naira was still overvalued. That brought poverty, misery upon us. Then interest rates went to 30%. So nobody could build a factory, start a farm, produce anything, or create jobs. Because every time you bring in a shipload of rice, you also bring in a shipload of unemployment. Because you are transferring your wealth to sustain other economies. Somehow, Nigerians didn't notice it. So we became a nation of importers. Toothpicks. Each year it cost us $18 million. Importing toothpicks. Tomato paste, $400 million. So you talked about tomatoes now. One basket in town now is less than 2,000 naira. The farmers are losing money because the processors don't have enough funds to set up factories. They are going to do tomato paste. It's food grade stainless steel. You can't just use anything because you'll be putting poison in people's stomachs. 2 factories have started off. I believe by the middle of next year, we can comfortably tell importers of tomato paste to stop. But when you do, you make enemies. Even the rice we're trying to reduce. We have enemies, heavy enemies. People who can kill if they have a chance. Because you're spoiling their business. And let nobody take it lightly. These guys have seized this country's economy. They've taken us hostage. And they have no intention of giving up. Because this is a huge market, a very sweet market, and they have taken control. I'm saying it because I have been in this business for 41 years and I can tell you something. Abdullah Adamu is here. Import milk, sugar, toothpaste, handkerchief, pencils. We don't make it. To cure Nigerians of that malady will take a while. It will take a strong government. That's the truth. And they are not happy that we're cutting down. When we cut down, they lose money there. So you see all sorts of publications. We're telling lies. We're not growing rice. We're trying to demoralize the local farmers and make sure that the economy fails. That's the story of imports. Now, I read a story recently in the newspapers. The French ambassador, the champagne ambassador in Nigeria, gave an article to The Guardian. He said Nigerians love life. We are the biggest consumers of champagne on planet Earth, more than the French who make it. There are parties you attend in some places where they only drink champagne. Of course, the individual is free to spend his money, but his money comes from Nigeria's Commonwealth. So on imports, it will take a while for us to get used to local goods and accept that we should consume what we produce and produce what we want to consume. I take your point. We have to take stern measures to cut down on imports because these young boys and girls who have no jobs today are not going to allow us to carry on enjoying life at their expense. They need jobs. They need jobs. They are children. They've graduated, they've come back home to begin a second childhood because there's no factory to employ them. And the ministries can't take any more. But somebody is making sure you fail when you want to produce at home.
All right, my great and wonderful people, I believe say all of you don't listen to this video. You know, the few points we want to say we want quickly at least touch light from waiting this man review, not pass BC. You ask yourself why it be some people when they get the opportunity to be connected to these governments, to the do business, why it be they not they give chance for the government itself to grow because they know what that they benefit. Today, all of us live for inside darkness without light, not because of say in a real sense, say the federal government of Nigeria not fit give all part of this nation stable electricity. No, the reason they very simple. Now because of say we get importers of generators. The people, when it be said that they generate a heavy amount of income for importing generator. Now, the reason why it be said today you don't say and say generator can't even be more popular than any other thing for inside this country, Nigeria. No man, no house, when it be said you will enter, even though say you be the poorest Nigerian, you will still afford generator today. And apart from that, ask yourself, why it be say refinery, when it be say a whole federal government of Nigeria not fit build, one person come outside single-handedly build refinery for Nigeria, which is Aliko Dangote. For you to know the words when it be say people like this degenerate. And remember the word when it be say this man for this last interview talk just now, say people like that, if you want try to stand against them to make sure say yes, we rectify the problem, they are ready to kill because they know what they benefit and they don't want to make it stop. Which is to say, for us to liberate ourselves from the grip of these people, this man equally still talking, say he will take only a strong government for us to liberate ourselves from the people at home and also from the foreign nations. Yes. Because these people at home, when they get the opportunity to grip into the government, that they work in connection with the foreign nations. Yes. Now, the reason why EBC, the nation of Nigeria, they suffer and they go down on daily basis. And we ourselves, we not see and say it is important. Rather, we they concentrate our energy for the things when EBC is not that important. Even the federal government of Nigeria, they know, they understand our problem. The reason why EBC they not take any action now because now for the favor of their people. Who be their people? The Fulanis. Just use your eye, cross-check the people who EBC they involve for all these things. Right from dollar to these multi-billions businesses, import and exports. Just check the people. You will see and say they be Fulanis. So, now the reason why they get the financial power and the authority today for inside this country, now it be this very one. And now the reason why they want their people to continuously remain in government so that that opportunity will continue. All right, I will leave you to watch this other video when it concerned the Central Bank of Nigeria and also the governor, Godwin Emiefele, and his own recent issue when we say it a trend right now. Oh yeah, watch, we'll come back.
I will not be doing justice to those who elected me if, as the Honorable Minister of Finance, you led your team to this meeting. and I do not ask you on behalf of our people what you think about the recent decision of the Central Bank of Nigeria to change our currency. Already we had issues with our forex, and not a few Nigerians, more than a few Nigerians have been concerned about the ongoing rising in the value of the dollar as against our naira, weakening the purchasing power of Nigerians who don't have any corresponding increase in their income, be it salary or whatever it is that they are doing. Now, this policy of the CBN, upon its announcement and the desire of those who actually had this naira stacked in their domain, now trying to quickly buy dollar to ensure that they are still able to hold on to their money. Part of the immediate effect on that is that dollar is going up. In the black market, we're told as of yesterday, dollar was exchanging for 788 naira to $1. So, Honorable Minister, what do you think? One, as to the timing of this CBN policy, and two, as to whether or not this is something that needs to be done at this point in view of the challenges that we already have and which appear to be getting compounded by this policy. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Really, you should call the monetary authorities because they're the competent authority to do this. We were not consulted. It was an announcement that we heard. And I've seen,
you two, you just saw the press release like every other body.
Part of the reasons that was advocated is that's one of the ways to mop up liquidity to manage inflation. But there are also consequences that we're also looking at. What would the consequences be? There will be some benefits, but there will be some challenges. And I don't know whether the monetary authorities have actually looked very closely as what the consequences are and then how they can be mitigated. So I still advise that you have that discussion with the monetary authorities.
You are throwing the question back at us, Honorable Minister.
No, I was just repeating what you said.
No, it's not about the executive. This is not upcoming. This is what is in the front burner, because with that policy statement, dollars have started going up.
Yes.
And that is the consequences, because the target is by January, when this will take effect, dollar will have hit like 1,000 naira down to $1.
So I've said my opinion as a Nigerian. I've said my opinion as a Nigerian, not as the fiscal authority. First of all, as a fiscal authority, we were not aware of it. It was an announcement. Secondly, I think that's one of the ways that they're trying to use to manage inflation. But there are consequences that also need to be considered and how to manage those consequences.
Okay.
All right, my great and wonderful people. I believe say all of you don't listen to these people. They tell you say they don't know the problem. Even the minister not even get answer. You know if he give answer. She understand. A lot of them, all of them, not be a lot of them, understand where our problem lies. But they cannot do anything about it because the people going to be saying yes, that they benefit from this very problem. They be their people. And then they say equally, they benefit them. Not the reason. So, see the reason why they say these people, they place all their people in all the strategic position for the government of Nigeria. Yes, right from the top to the bottom. Yes. Now, we just they cry. The people of the south, the southeast, the southwest, now we they cry. The northerners, the Fulanis, just imagine now, according to this last video now, right? Just imagine now, the Central Bank of Nigeria want change currency, right? Now, everybody, they try. All of them are going to be see, they store money in different places now. They want to sell out those naira now to mop up, which is $1, right? Refer your mind back to the first video of Lamido Sanusi, the exchange power and the gain. Imagine the Fulanis, which is the Abokis, the Malas, when they sell this dollar for this very period of time. Imagine the kind of wealth when they say these people they want to generate. Yes, a lot of big men they want to sell out their naira now to get dollars, and this dollar mopping now or naira a disposal now not be the Central Bank of Nigeria hand, not be in it day for the hand of the abokis. When do they say aboki? Not be all those aboki for streets, those small aboki, the real abokis, which is the real Fulanis. All right, my great and wonderful people. I will leave una make una share una own light with us in the comment section. Honestly, when we see all these things, we they talk about good government for 2023. A lot of people know they understand. I believe say for the second video, the man make it clear. For all of us to come out of this mess, we need a strong government. We need a strong government. When it be say it will come outside to break the backbone of these people. Honestly, for us, we still the advocates for Peter Obi. We the see and say he will try, but the three person when they say if of you deal with these people with an iron hand, you know, past person like Omoyele worry. Yes, now the true word be that one, but they will give them a chance. They not go ever allow because they know if people like that come in power, they know the pepper when they be say then go smell. And such a person now it we need for us to free. Who want to come? Who want help? All right. You share your own light with us in the comment section as we draw the line here. And before we say a final goodbye, we want to quickly use this medium to appreciate each and every one of you for your time when you stay with us up to this moment. God Almighty will bless you. And also the one basically the help us to share these broadcasts, your likes, your comments, all of them, we appreciate them. I bet make you not forget to help us share this very video so that we still reach our brothers and sisters all over the world because we believe we want to say information, not power. And as we do so, God Almighty will bless you. We'd like to draw the conclusion of this program here. We'll see you again when we see you. Remember, we love you all. Bye-bye.